Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc's Holiday Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Hayride. Some legends are real. Unless it's the urban legends, and then you have to sit through a bunch of really crappy movies to do that one. This is the story about a dude named Steven who's heading back home to Alabama to participate and help out with his uncle's haunted hayride. He brings along his girlfriend Amanda to help things out, and well, Amanda's a little reluctant at first, but after meeting up with Steven's brother Corey and meeting Steven's uncle, sorry. A lot of relatives in this movie. And Steven's uncle, who pretty much calls himself Captain Morgan. No, I'm not endorsing that horrible crap. She kind of falls in with the family and becomes quick friends with everybody the whole 9 yards. So, yeah. Well, one night before Halloween, yes, it's another one of those Halloween movies, Captain Morgan tells the story of the legend of Pitchfork, apparently the story is that it's about a man who lost his daughter due to the fact that she was his only daughter and she decided to run off with her boyfriend. One of the stories was that the mother was so devastated over what happened she killed herself, but the real belief is that Pitchfork went in and killed his wife for letting his daughter go. And then apparently the daughter was found, her and her boyfriend were found in what looked like a double suicide, burned alive inside of their car. But they believe Pitchfork did that too. So, yeah. There's also a prisoner on the loose. Apparently he killed a bunch of people, and yeah. He's at the beginning of the movie, you see this big, bulky prisoner going for what I'm assuming is either being probably transported, and he escapes the police car. So we have a Detective Loomis searching for him, plus also trying to find the Pitchfork killer. Anyway, everything winds up to being Pitchfork ruins the haunted hayride festivities by killing pretty much everybody, most of Steven's family and friends and people like that. And then it turns out Steven and Amanda defeat Pitchfork by having him somehow land on the broken half of his pitchfork. And it seems like everything's going to be alright, but then Detective Loomis sees that Pitchfork is not dead, even though the stinking broken pitchfork handle is all the way through him, stuck through his back, the whole 9 yards. And it turns out that the Pitchfork killer really was the dad who's been going on a killing spree. And the prisoner was killed off sometime after because he was trying to hide out, and Pitchfork got him and killed the holy living crap out of him. The movie ends with Amanda and Steven and Corey going to the hospital, and like I said, Pitchfork still being alive apparently somehow. So why did this movie suck? Was it the acting? No, the acting was good. The characters were great. It's just the gore. It took forever for something to happen. This movie is about an hour and a half long, and it took well over an hour for anything gory to happen. Most of the kills were off-screen, which sucked. I hate that. But if you still want to check it out, it's really a good movie. But if you're looking for gore, you're going to have to wait a while. That's the sad part of this whole thing. Yes, there are some pretty gory moments in the movie, dead bodies, things like that. You see a couple of cops throw up, everything of that nature. But for the gory on-screen kills to happen, you got to wait a while, and that's why this movie kind of sucked. But I would recommend it. to check it out. And, even though I kind of ruined it for you, if you still want to, please do. And yes, there is a sequel, and I do intend checking it out. Even though it's gotten a lot of bad reviews, I wouldn't mind seeing it. This one, though, the only one I recognized from any other movies or TV shows was Richard Tyson. He played Captain Morgan, and he was just so awesome in this movie. So like I said, likable characters. You gotta wait on the gore. Other than that, not a completely bad movie. But I will see part 2 to see if it's worth reviewing or not sometime in the near future. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Doc's Holiday Schlock. I will do more holiday videos in December, right around Christmas time. Hope you guys will check that out. So, if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. If you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, fantasy horror movie that might have been based on something, but you knew it wasn't 100% true, maybe about 90%, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching, and until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on, and don't take any hayrides from strangers.